MLB Network has baseball coming your way on a summer night at Oriole Park. At the plate, Byron Buxton. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Minnesota, the center fielder, number 25.
Ready. Here's the first offering.
Buxton.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talked about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat, clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And there are 2 away now. Driving forward for his first chance. Robinson. We'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Bureau? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a problem.
It's a one-hit ball out to right center field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. Post into second here with a 2-out double.
That's always nice to get somebody cooking in the first inning. Now your current man steps on the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
In now, number 22. In the dirt here. Robinson at second with 2 down. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Okay, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, you touched it on right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Nothing but a 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Number 58 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Stepping in, Jorge Mateo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Orioles, the shortstop, Jorge Mateo.
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats you.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The center fielder, number 31.
Into the box now, Cedric Mullins. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. At the plate, Alex will lead it off here to begin the second. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Hero. He's turning April showers into May followers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole.
Meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Coming to the plate now, holding for the first baseman. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 0-1 delivery. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bouncing up the middle. Barehanded for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan O'Hearn, comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this.
Stepping into the box, Andy Rudd. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Into right field, that's a base hit. So now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. You could be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Count is 1-2 now. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down and the inning continues.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brothers.
Throw to first with plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network. In now, Jose Miranda. And he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Jose Miranda.
First pitch coming. Here it is. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Big breaker that time as it catches the inside for a called strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
The center fielder, 25.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. This is on the ground over first. Moving to his left. Balance throw is in time as he takes 1 away. Digging in. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Here it comes. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Rush gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. So they're held in.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the 3rd, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a
leading off for
One
the
player told
Orioles,
me before the game,
the
it's a
second
difficult
baseman.
thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home 3rd. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer 3rd. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, man. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
There's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Mark this one down as a lesson for the young pitcher. Hitters at this level will just continue to spoil pitches they don't like until they get that pitch they do like. Guess what? He really liked that one.
Stepping in now, Jorge Mateo. First pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 1-2 now. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Now this will rattle up against the wall, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and foul, though it had the home run distance. Hit hard back up the middle. Dives, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Cedric Mullins is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit, and the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting, number 66.
Riding in once again, Ryan O'Hearn. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early.
The catcher, Andy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Andy Rush will swing it from the left side right here. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0. Changeup that drops below the knees to the ball.
No strike. Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Obradovich in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Orioles lead it 5-0. Stepping up now, Dan Robinson. gone here to begin the fourth.
Yeah.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And it's 1-1. One and two to the Twins catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2.
You're
Swung
right.
on and missed, strike 3.
Now back.
Standing in, number 22.
22.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the pitch. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to get down and head for the 333 side. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line.
Now
I
batter.
thought it might bend foul, but it lands just
Alex
inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Into the box now, Alex.
You're right.
And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Healy, just 24 years of age. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. A ball and 2 strikes
count
now.
1 and 2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. Now the best ones have that late action that just comes at the last minute. It's so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And another foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And
1 ball,
he wastes a
2
fastball
strikes.
high there, 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Stepping into the box, Ramon Uriarte. And I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit, or if he's able to put this behind him.
Oh, that's a foul ball. You're right.
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. So far this season, Valaika is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. A ball and a strike now. So 1-1. And he fouls this one off. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter.
So basically, here with 2 gone. Good in the now, Ramon Laureano. hard to center field. Buxton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone.
Leading off for the
a
Twins,
lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Standing in now, Colby Obradovich.
Count 1-0.
First pitch misses to him. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Obradovich swings a bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level.
Count is 1 and 2.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Now another 1-2.
That's ball
To
2.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Lewis gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runners off for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Now, I've been trying to avoid the play ball by putting the runner in motion, but that is causing a different kind of double play. The strike him out, throw him out kind. Not how the offense threw that one up.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Jose Miranda just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting.
2 out with a man at first. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in Jorge Mateo, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. If you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Now the 2-1. Ground ball sent out at the middle. And he has some trouble with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do.
Number 31. You know, dealing with a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. Daniel Kalu comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 4-1. Here's a high pop-up. Obradovich is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn, and their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, not a bad job of hitting right there, D-Row. That wasn't the greatest of two-strike breaking balls, but you have to give this hitter credit for staying back and getting the barrel of this one.
Yeah, he did him a favor, though, Dan. You know what? With 2 strikes on you, you're battling. You're trying to protect all 4 quadrants. You don't know what weapons are coming at you. And his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball pop out of that pitcher's hand.
Ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Didn't
quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early.
And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first base line. The first baseman's holding him right there. It's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Hugh. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit or vacated with the first baseman. If he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
And the curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Ready for another shot now from Uriarte. He'll look to bounce back after striking out last time up. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Another good. Ready for another chance? Sean Obradovich. And these fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Laureano right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. So coming to the plate, Dan Robinson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off the right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitchers.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Two mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball,
1 ball, 2 strikes,
or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Standing in number 22. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is O'Neill. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. Brock Stewart gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't look too less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke
outside,
right by guys.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ball and a strike.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
I got to count 1
Ball
and
2
2
strikes now. The 1-2 is a ball below the zone. 1 out, nobody on. He strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back days, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jorge Mateo. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here it comes on 1-1.
Too high.
Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1. Hit to short. He's right through. On the first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and they hold it. Stepping in, Alex Healy leading off for the Twins.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bungle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Behind 0-2 now. Now another 0-2. Fouled off. Couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Mullins looks up. It's out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Now batting.
In now, Lewis. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Lewis stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. Most often considered a third baseman, but he's actually playing shortstop for his club in this one.
Yeah, this
One
would
ball, one
usually
strike.
scare me a little bit. Third base being such a reactionary position, and then going over to short and it being more of a rhythm and timing, creating footwork towards first base. Might have a little bit more time, but the way the
that ball went
shifts have
out.
been employed in today's game, he occasionally touches shortstop. He occasionally touches second base, so I don't think this is a stretch.
And he
I got
misses
3-1.
badly with a
3 balls,
fastball
1
here,
strike.
and it's 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head toward the scoreboard. Throw into second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in
Now
quickly.
batting,
As
the
we
first
take a look at his numbers, a
Toby.
couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game,
Your
but
attention,
that
please.
leads to some high pitch
Now
counts, and
pitching for the
that's the
Orioles.
case here. After that hit,
Number
you have
18.
to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in
Bowman.
today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch count.
D-Rod.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Lewis, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Bounce towards the mound. To second for
He's
one.
out.
On to first.
He's
Not in
good.
time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Now batting.
The plate
The
now with the designated hitter, Jose Miranda. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. This ball will be chopped foul. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Laureano on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So
please
it
join
may be
me for
too
the
little too
traditional
late, but they're on the
7-inning
board
stretch.
here in the late going. Get up and stretch. It's the Orioles 7 and the Twins 1. In now for the O's, Tyler O'Neill. He's 2
Leading
for
off
3 and
for
looking
the
for more
Orioles.
here.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's
First
out.
pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Aye.
Fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. set. Here comes the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Ready now, Cedric Mullins. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
1-0.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Sent on the ground out to second. Overdone. Comes up. And that's the second out.
Now batter.
Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A 1-1 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1. Here's Byron Buxton now. Leading off at the top of the lineup in this one. Hitless to this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the front, the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. You got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Three balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Overdone. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground to third. And there's out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter. And only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. A little party there. No balls and a strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside.
1-1.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 2-1 home. Line drive, snagged on a short hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Coming to the plate now.
Leading off.
Rush. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Andy Rush.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. John Lester enters now in a mop-up role as she'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 35. John
is off 1-0.
Lester.
Lester, a 6'4" lefty. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. Robinson
has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 6. Ryan.
Now at the plate, Ryan Castle. First pitch on its way.
Hey!
There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Strike taken up in the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. Here comes another 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Buxton is after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now back. The third
Into the
baseman,
box, Ramon Uriarte. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. Waiting on it, the right fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're on top 7-1. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, number 22, grew up with 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good attacks.
O'Neill is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. Striding in, Alex Healy. First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
And he'll strike out here yet again. It's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Up next for Minnesota, Tim Poole.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game.
All one, no fight.
And that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Count is 1-2 now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Throwing over to first, and the Orioles taking the opener here at home as this ball game is over. 7-1 the final score in tonight. The Orioles led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Orioles combined for 10 hits as a team as they pulverized the Twins 7-1. In Cleveland, 3-2.